Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sparkris Inspirations for this gorgeous Sunday. How is everybody? Oh my gosh, you guys, it is like 70 some odd degrees and super sunny. All the cats are out in the yard. It's absolutely amazing. So, I wanted to come out and do some tapings out here using the gorgeous elemental article. And right away when I sat down, I saw these cards in combination: rock with endurance, time with discipline, and wind with change. It brought me back to this quote that I read: I make my choices from my heart at every crossroads in my life, always finding my way to greater happiness, peace, and pleasure. And that's what all this is about, especially when we have the winds of change. And I love the artwork in this, it's so beautiful. That speaks to, why be fearful of change? Why doubt that it's going to herald in wonderful things and rich, rewarding experiences, right? When we look and seek out certain things, that's what we bring into our lives. So it's a reminder of that. The choices we make for ourselves from a place of feeling good are going to be more loving and helpful than anything from a place of self judgment, right? You have nothing to regret. You've learned a lot. You're a beautiful, unique being on a wild, divine journey right now. So we need to be kind to ourselves. And with time and discipline, that starts to happen, right? At times, we feel like we lose our footing and we get a bit clumsy. We make mistakes. And usually that comes from second guessing our choices, because then it's hard to have clarity. So don't doubt, just dare to be you and be proud of all that you've done and how far you're coming. And this journey we're taking, every once in a while, it takes this endurance, it takes this rock. I'll give you an example. Today I felt the strangest I have upon waking, like in terms of just really muddled, and I felt like I just wanted to stay in bed all day, like really clouded thinking. I felt like tired in my bones. It was really weird, and I thought, well, what can I best do to alleviate that? The next best thing. And it is always, for me, if it's nice, answer is go out in your yard. All the animals will come around. You'll be grounded, go barefoot, breathe. And the moment I step foot outside, I'm telling you, creatively, those really great ideas showed up for me. Photography, for my cards, for my daily posts on Instagram, for jewelry, for all of those things. It's like the air just really does that. The wind has a kind of clearance and a natural kind of like just alleviation of pressure or fatigue. So I definitely just followed my intuition in that and went directly outside, and now I feel revived. I feel instantly better. Now we have to realize too that discipline comes with time. We don't just all of a sudden change and become somebody new or have all these great new habits overnight. We have to kind of train and condition ourselves to reach for that next best thing, especially if we feel like life is getting us down, or we should have or could have made different decisions in life. We kind of have to do this proud pirouette where we listen, we learn from these experiences, and now let's not have all these joy killer feelings that are like, if you did this, you wouldn't be here. If you didn't do this, you'd have this. Yada yada yada. It gets us nowhere. Today we can ask ourselves, what can I do, and have clearance and change that so I can have a more disciplined way of going about my day. So I am more productive. So I feel better. So for me too, it's movement. If I spend less time outside and less time moving, we get a little congested internally, whether it's mentally or physically. So, we kind of have to tap into that energy and ask ourselves, what can I do to make ourselves feel better? For a lot of times, it's simple things like just dancing, putting on music and dancing and moving around, going through old clothing and, kind of resourcing it and repurposing it, or donating it, and just really going through like some of the things that we have, and then that lack mentality goes away. Now, I love this because this is talking about, life endures and things go on. So how do we want to participate in it? Like this fall, I absolutely love the changing of the leaves and going for walks. You don't get overheated. It's really beautiful. I just feel like it's a free spirit time to, rewild with yourself, shed social conditioning and past patterns of behavior, and shake off this odd socialization and emerge like, a new snake that sheds their skin. Because oftentimes we are conditioned, especially around holiday times, buy, buy, buy. And I think that crazy Black Friday BS is coming up where everybody goes mental. It's like we are conditioned to think we need to buy things that we don't need, and we spend money we don't have on things we don't particularly even need. So we should ask ourselves, what do we need? Like if I ever get that impulse because I have been browsing, I just go outside and I sit outside and I look at the sky, I listen to the wind, the birds that are chirping. I play with the animals. crystals, and I release that because then I get a kind of bird's eye view on it. Do you really need this, and what is the appeal of this, and what is the function of this, right? Then we can identify why we want certain things, people, places, and things in our lives, and act accordingly and see if it really does have meaning, right? And then just kind of like start again. Let's change that behavior. Are you opening the refrigerator and you're not even hungry? We really do just have these odd patterns in our lives that have been there, and they keep creeping back in. So, you're clever. You know how to play an impressive game of strategy when you want. So let's try to do this. Your time has definitely come to unveil the true, real you and attract helpful habits that help you be the you that you really are. And remember, we can be disciplined. I have a lot of people that DM me, oh, I'm really trying to do this, but I just get pulled back. It just is. We're habitual. It's habitual patterns, and they are not, they're not easily broken until we have that kind of present moment awareness. Oh, I'm doing this again, and it's not helpful. I'll do that first thing when I start scrolling, if I go on IG, and the scrolling. And then I almost get anxiety over it because I'm like, oh, I should be doing some of these things that I'm seeing. I should be making my jewelry and all of that. So it becomes this weird perpetual cycle. So I've decided when I get up, instead I stretch, I make a gratitude list, I plan my day. I always reach for things that will create a creative spark as well. I look at color patterns. I listen to other readers that I like, get good ideas. Usually reading does it, reading some really great quotes and ideas and books, and I find some kind of string that I follow, and that brings affirmations. Let's do this, and it boosts the power of how I integrate new creative activities in my day. And you're going to have that too. You're just going to kind of discipline yourself saying, if I go this way, I'm going to feel good. Yeah, if I sit back and I just start eating junk food and I'm scrolling and I'm not doing anything, that oftentimes just creates a cycle. And it also makes us a little indifferent to things that are magical, because if you see like a 500 images right in a row, you kind of become numb to it, right? So that's why every once in a while, right before bed, I'll look at one or two really significant, beautiful pieces of art, and it'll really, really ground me and make me feel connected to that, to the colors, to the images, and all of that. So remember, we're going to be able to endure. There are things that make us feel solid and grounded. Let's cleave to those. Mine is outside, animals, music, things of that nature. Identify, and it will help you get back to that place where you feel grounded and you're ready to push on. Remember, whatever we're trying to change or grow into will take time. We're not going to have immediate results, so don't give up, especially when it comes to fitness and eating well routines. I find that for a lot of people that they're like, they want immediate results, and when that doesn't take place, they're like, oh, why even? Absolutely not. And it's not all or nothing either. We're not giving up everything that we've ever loved to taste or drink because, this isn't a crash course. This is long-term things that we can have endurance that bring back better results. And also, change is good. It's healthy. It gives us a new perspective, and that's what we're all ready for. So that is our energy for today, you guys. Beautiful. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below if you guys need a private read or anything else. Moonbeams is out here with me. Orange is out here. It's just phenomenal weather. I'm so excited about this weather. And all my links, again, you guys, are down below if you need a private read. Come over to Instagram. I'm going to have my new post for my jewelry giveaway on there, and just by following me over there, you're automatically entered in all the contests, weekly, monthly, whenever I'm holding them, whether it's goddess provisions or free reads, whatever it is. You'll just automatically be entered. I just do a card drawing. I pull 2 cards and say it's CM and your name is Christine Martinez. You win. So that is, you guys, love and light, and I hope you have a great weekend.